Veja a entrevista conversa com Kumi Naidoo, dirigente mundial da ONG ambientalista Greenpeace. Neste bloco, ele vai falar sobre política. O senhor deve encontrar aqui no Brasil, entre hoje e amanhã, ao menos 3 candidatos, pré-candidatos à Presidência da República. A ex-ministra do Meio Ambiente, Marina Silva, a ministra Dilma Rousseff, da Casa Civil, e o governador de São Paulo, José Serra. Qual é a sua expectativa? O que o senhor acha que o senhor deve ouvir deles?
Well, what I hope to hear from them is a clear commitment that they will play a leadership role if elected globally to ensure that we deliver a fair, ambitious and legally binding climate treaty. President Lula was a very important voice at the Copenhagen summit. Many will say his speech was the best that was given and offered hope. We know that we didn't get the solution that we wanted or the commitments that we wanted, and time is running out. The science tells us we've got 66 months to reverse the situation. Otherwise, we're looking at basically putting the future of our children and grandchildren at risk. We also would like to hear from the candidates a understanding that Brazil's place in the world has fundamentally changed in the last couple of years, and some would say that the Copenhagen moment, when China, India, Brazil and South Africa really determined to a large extent their way forward with the US, was a epoch-making moment.
O Brasil apresentou uma proposta de redução de emissões de quase 40% em Copenhague. Isso é factível? São números reais? A gente pode, na sua opinião, a gente pode alcançar esses números ou foram números apenas para se ver?
Where there is a will, there is a way. The science tells us we must. Technology says we can. And if there is political will, we definitely can make those emissions cuts. I also think that we can turn what is a crisis into an opportunity here. We need to address both development and the environment as, you know, two sides of the same coin rather than it being in competition. We can create a new generation of green sustainable jobs by, for example, investing seriously in the renewable energy side as well as on the energy efficiency side. I think it can be done, and I hope that all 3 presidential candidates will commit to ensuring that that vision that was presented for aggressive, ambitious cuts can happen.
Quando a ex-ministra Marina Silva deixou o Ministério do Meio Ambiente, Frank Guggenheim, um ex-executivo do Greenpeace aqui no Brasil, criticou a administração Lula. Ele disse textualmente: agora o rei está nu. As roupas verdes do presidente foram tiradas. Como o senhor avalia a administração do presidente Lula em relação ao meio ambiente?
I think certainly there was movements in a positive direction compared to previous administrations. I think that in terms of broadly, in terms of policy developments, setting up emission targets and so on, certainly steps in the right direction. But we can't judge governments today based on what movements they make in a positive direction. We have to judge them about whether their actions are equal to the scale of the challenge that we face. And the scale of the challenge that we face is one where the science is telling us if we do not act with serious urgency, we are putting this entire planet's future in jeopardy. And for that reason, certainly we would want to have seen much more energy and implementation on the part of President Lula's government. I'll give you one example. In the Amazon, there are laws that say that 80% of any property needs to be, for cattle farming and so on, should be protected in terms of deforestation, and 20% should be used, for cattle farming, for example. What I saw when I was there is that it's completely the opposite. That, if at best 20% is protected and 80% is not. So having laws that actually say the right thing, but not having the capability and the political will to implement it is what is the kind of thing that has, kind of invited criticism from time to time of the Lula government. History will judge the current political leadership globally not very kindly at the moment.
Including Lula.
Including President Lula.
Este foi o segundo bloco da entrevista com Kumi Naidoo, diretor-executivo da ONG ambientalista Greenpeace Internacional.